get a clearer view of what happened in Louisville, the calls are growing for action on gun reform.
As officials double down on their push, Bodie Brooks explains how the debate could unfold in Kentucky. Bodie.
Yeah, Marvin, Imani, we heard emotional pleas that red flag laws in particular could be something that could have stopped this. And the fury from that side only grows over the law directing the gun involved in this crime to be resold to the public. Pro-gun advocates, however, say enough laws are there, and the real debate is on mental health.
We need to take this grief and turn it into action.
You know, take away guns, and nothing is ever addressed on mental illness.
The back and forth is beginning on what the government can do to prevent future mass shootings. Louisville officials growing emotional in their plea to lawmakers.
The laws we have now are enabling violence and murder.
Mayor Craig Greenberg asking the state to repeal a law directing the weapon used to be resold in a public auction.
Think about that. That murder weapon will be back on the streets one day under Kentucky's current law.
Congressman Morgan McGarvey calling out a lack of red flag laws he believes could have made a difference stopping the shooter from legally obtaining a weapon.
We know this shooter purchased an AR-15 rifle on April 4th. We know he left a note. We know he texted or called at least one person to let them know he was suicidal and contemplating harm. But we don't have the tools on the books to deal with someone who is an imminent danger to themselves or to others.
But pro-gun advocates say the law could have done something to stop this had others acted sooner.
There are enough gun laws that are on the books. These gun laws have to be enforced to the maximum extent of the law.
Walter Starshock is an NRA activist in North Kentucky. He believes the timeline could reveal more about if the crime could have been stopped, who knew and when, and how soon they could have told police. As far as the weapon being resold, he understands moral concerns, but believes there's no reason it shouldn't be resold to someone cleared to buy it.
It's the individual that used that weapon, okay? And the weapon itself just didn't get up, walk on its own, and go ahead and start doing the shooting.
Starshock also says the auctions are a big source of money for police departments. I reached out to GOP leadership in the House and Senate for their response and to the governor's office on if we could expect any executive order on the issue. I have not heard back yet from any of their spokespeople. Imani?